Alright, this will be the third vid because the past two I did pretty good, but I ran out of time. Something I want to show here, you might see some wires under here. This wire comes up to my power supply it's a 12 volt power supply for this little tiny scope. And these are my meter wires that go over to my meter. And you can see they go over to my meter. Alright, we got it on the battery pack. Switches off as a three-way switch. I had to hit it 3 times. We got our LED, 1000 microfarad cap, another 1000. And we got 5.1 volts on the batteries. And we're going to switch them over. Alright. Alright, those are sitting. Okay, I'm going to try to condense this a little bit. We have our batteries. This is important to watch what's going on here. 4 nickel metal hydrides, 1.2, our voltage. A little diode, LED with a resistor on there. I don't want to suck up any current, just lets me know things are on, because this is a three-way switch. I don't know when it's on until this thing buzzes, and if I'm out of frequency I'll never hear it. And then our power comes over to here. We have these two rails which end here, so it's just these two rails together, and we branch off of there, positive and negative. So we get our negatives going and everything, and then we have a variable resistor for the 556 timing cap, drain resistor, charge resistor with diodes, so we can vary it a little bit. There's not much variance actually. I stayed pretty close. Little 10K resistor. Not sure if I need it to drive this, but it seems to be working fine. Then we come over here to these little branches that I soldered the leads from the toroid side of the coil. I don't know if you're going to be able to see this. It was dark in the last video. I hope it shows up. So that's it. Everything else over here is isolated. These two wires are coming from the charge coil that's wrapped underneath that, 150 turns, 3 layers. And we got our little scope thing here rigged up to measure this output directly. We got one on the negative, one on the positive here, or whichever it may be. It doesn't matter. It's just coming out AC through our bridge, and then to 1000 microfarad cap. And this top rail is positive, the bottom rail is negative, and it's what the meter is reading right now. We got nothing. Alright, and then we bridge those rails all the way across over here, so these rails. So now I have these light bulbs. I've been asked to try light bulbs and never really thought of the importance of it before, but these are from, I used to do home audio repairs, and I believe they're from old Yamaha or Kenwood or Suzuki. But either way, they're frosted glass. I think if anybody was ever into some of this old stuff, you'll remember these. They're very thin wire. They're 12 volt. But I had like 5 or 6 of them, so I was happy that I could bring some home and try it out. This big capacitor here, you've noticed me put some smaller ones on some, but in this case right now, this is making some things happen really good. It boosts the output some, for sure, and I believe it's the resonance happening. And the capacitor is resonating with the coil, so there's extra bumps in there that this gets and puts over here. So we have one of our little frosted LEDs as a load over there. They're 12 volt light bulbs. And then we put another one here at the beginning. You can see the wire, right? The positive and negative. Okay, let's fire it up. Alright, that's one, that's two. This one's directly across this power supply on these rails where power comes from. And this one's on the output with just 1000 microfarad capacitor. Let's turn out the light. Let's see. And we got we got pretty nice waveform. It's a little bigger than the scale, and on the 100-volt scale it won't read. It's not enough. So that's the top, and I'll rotate it up this way. That's the bottom. So at 3,000 hertz, we're about at a frequency that I can stay close to 50% duty cycle, and everything will be cool. But here we got our light bulbs. This is lighting directly off of the batteries, and then after we go through the circuitry, this is the secondary. That's the charging end. You can see the LED just for a little bit of reference of brightness, you know, like this. But now here's let me try something here. We'll take this one out, put this one over here. Then we'll take this one and put it over here. Let the camera adjust to it for a couple of seconds. I could play with the frequency a little bit, see if there's anything. Just real quick. Alright, 5 volts on the output over there. I'm going to adjust the frequency a little bit, see if there's anything we can get out of it. Let's see. Oh man, I'm way off. I must have kicked something off a kilter. Now that's on the output. So I passed the peak there. Now I'm going to take out this light bulb for a second. We're only at 9 volts. So this thing's working like a generator. It doesn't have these crazy peaks and high voltages. This is just working like a generator. Let's see. Get back to this real quick and adjust this. I'm going to be running out of time here soon, and I don't want to do another video. Let's get back the other way. Oh, nice. Okay. So right about there. That's about our peak that I'm able to adjust this to. Let's turn this off. And get a view of it like this. This is the output of the transformer, and this is our power supply. Let's get it like this. This is like directly above. Actually, let's try 2 over there. See what happens. Another one in there. There we go. Alright. Now they're looking kind of similar. I like these little bulbs though. I remember it brought back a lot of memories playing with the audio. Take this one out. But I would say everything in the circuit's working kind of well, don't you think? I'm real happy with how it's working so far.